Greetings everyone. In this video I'm going to talk again on your subconscious and shadow work that needs to be done.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
How does your family influence and direct your game? How much are you allowing family and friends to influence your choices and the path that you choose to take in this game? Only you can answer that. Now, can they influence you by money? Because they're going to pay for something, and so it's free money to you. But is it really free, or does it come with strings attached? If you have, all right, you want to go to college and the parents say they'll pay for your college, but you can't study what you want. They have a designated field that they'll pay for and for nothing else. Now, is that true freedom, or are they confining you to a path that they have chosen for you? Let's say you have a child and they have gotten in trouble. They've gotten in trouble. Poor choices. They are not minors, they are adult children. And they're living their lives, and maybe they've, married the wrong person, and they've gotten into a relationship that they should never have gotten into to start with, and they're coming to you for money, for assistance to get out of that relationship. Or they're sucking the very energy out of you because they need you to open your house and for them to bring them and your grandchildren to pile into your house because circumstances in their lives have created the need. Or what you have to look at is they themselves have created that need in their lives, not you. It was their choices that got them there. Now, when they have made choices, they've made the choices, and they're pressing upon you to bail them out for their poor choices, it's not your responsibility. Many of you will choose to because it's your grandchildren or your child, and you don't want to see them suffer the consequences of their poor choices. Well, there's cause and effect. Do they really appreciate what you were doing for them, or are they expecting you to assist them? And if that help is declined to them, do they still act like they care about you, or that they love you or respect you when you say no to them? Or is it only because they like you only because of what you can do for them or what you are doing for them, and the minute you start cutting off that flow of assistance, then you become an enemy to them? If that's the case, then they're using you. Flat out, they're using you. They don't care. They're manipulating. They're manipulating to get assistance and aid to what helps them. Now, in all first world countries, there is welfare. There's welfare. If they have been foolish enough to make choices that causes them to have needs. Well, the welfare system is there, so they'll never go without unless they choose to. Now, to have made choices that makes it so you have to do that, well, there's neither good nor bad. It's just a choice, and if it's there and it's accessible, they should be using it instead of using you. It's called them taking responsibility for their own lives. It's a difficult choice to make and to say no, because so many of you have been told through your life that you are responsible for people and situations and things that you're totally not responsible for. You're responsible for the choices that you make. Now, there are some characters on this stage in this game that are simply there to be energy vampires, and they constantly have turmoil in their lives, and they can't seem to live a life without creating that in it, because that is their comfort zone. That's their script, that's their comfort zone. And even after they have, if they can successfully unlock their script, then they have a hard time leaving that, because that's where their comfort zone is. It feels strange to not have turmoil and that type of atmosphere around you, and crisis is happening all the time when that's what you have always been used to. And in many cases, those type of people will create more. Whenever they cease to exist, they'll be going and looking for some way of creating that chaos in their life, because that's their comfort zone. All you have to do is look at the path and the choices that they are making. Then you need to decide whether you want to be involved with that or not. That's their choices, it's their life, it's their consequences. How you process this is the shadow work that you have to deal with, to know thyself, why it is that you would choose to bail them out, assist them, or whatever the family dynamics are. Families have huge effects on a source player. Not wanting to disappoint family members, whether they're your parents or your children. There tends to be more competition between siblings. But the disappointment factors usually come with parent and child relationships. Examine why this is in your life. How you feel if you disappoint your parents or your children, or for that matter, your spouse or significant other, because they play largely into this, into your life, because it is a choice that you've made to include them in your journey. These are all factors. Digging deep, knowing thyself. That's the shadow work that has to be done. That has to do with why you are making the choices that you're making, from it being a daily walk or work or whatever it is that you're doing on a daily basis, the reasons why you're making the choices, and catching yourself whenever you're making judgments that you should not be making. 5-second rule applies. And knowing thyself. That is the shadow work. That's huge. And it is one of the most important things in this game, to know thyself, why you make choices that you're making. Now, you can do this. You can know yourself, and you can get a hold of your game, and you can make it your best life yet. You can do this. Now, if you benefit from these videos and you're watching them, then it benefits you to say thank you with a gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.